Hi, I'm Elizabeth, and in this video I am going to show you how to make a watercolor rose pattern that you could use for anything. In this project, I'll be using it for a phone case. Let's start with what you will need. You are going to need watercolor paper, watercolor paint, paint brushes, a napkin, X-Acto knife is optional, water of course, scissors, as well as a pencil, which is not shown here, and a template and clear case. You want to start by loading your brush with water and electing your first color. I've chosen red. You're going to start the flower with the center bud. And how you're going to do this is doing like a small arc and then another one that will be facing it. Once you have the center, you're going to do almost like a little S or question mark shape around that and continue that S or slight question mark shape around continuously till it starts to look like petals surrounding the center bud. Now, for this pattern, I started with a larger rose. So you're going to move on to your next rose, giving yourself about a ½ inch or an inch between them as you'll be changing colors and adding more roses to the pattern. So you're going to continue the same process with the center bud and the slight S shape going around. Once you've gotten to the final corner of your paper, you will begin to do another color. Remove the last color of paint with water and then elect your next color. For me, I chose orange. And then you are going to make this rose smaller than the first rose you made, filling in between the spaces. Continue this process until you get to your last portion. Then load one more color. I've chosen blue here. Make this rose even smaller than your second and fill in between the spaces of those. Once you've completed this all throughout your paper, you're going to move on to your leaves. To do the leaf, you're doing like a small squiggle that joins at the end. To balance out the rose, I felt 2 leaves were necessary. You could elect to do 1 or 2 at your preference. You're going to do this on every rose of every size until you've completed all roses with your leaves. Once you've done this, your pattern is done and you need to allow it time to dry. Once it's dry, you want to go ahead and pull out your clear phone case. If it comes with a template, go ahead and use that as I am going to do here. Lining up your template with the edge of the paper so that way you can use the remaining pattern for something else. You want to go ahead and flip it over and begin to trace around the template with a pencil, making sure you pay attention to the curves and shape of your phone. Once you've completed tracing around, make sure you also do the trace for your camera cutout. Then, using a pair of scissors, you want to cut around the traced image that you've created, making sure you're paying close attention of any curvature of the corners, so that way you get it nice and clean. And once you're finished cutting it out, finishing off that last corner, you're going to move on to cutting out your camera cutout. Here I've used an X-Acto for precision. Once you've done that, it's just simple as putting it inside your clear case and snapping in your phone. That's really it. After you've done putting your phone in, all that's left to do is to admire your lovely work. You can be proud and say, hey, I created this design. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you try this project.